Alright, this is it. The final climax push, everyone. So let's talk. FYI, I am resuming this game. I actually saved mid-trial. So if some of these lines are being repeated, please, I apologize for it. I don't know if when it resumes, if it'll repeat a few lines or not, but we're gonna find out. Alright.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Oh, this is it? This is actually the final phase. I just have to make the big critical choice. We know who it is. It's Junko.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Uh-oh. Is he gonna throw a monkey wrench into the plans?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I did check, absolutely, and I could say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
That wasn't Junko. That was Mukuro impersonating Junko. Because actually, if you take a look at her face, if you look at Mukuro's face in the pictures we have of her, it's the same as Junko's face. And that's why I remember in the pictures, Junko's face was always obscured. So we've never really seen Junko's real face.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
Nah.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
That's right. Good job, Kyoko, jumping in.
Oh?
The tag out to Kyoko.
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Yeah, I already quit. I'm leaving.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko have survived? I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of it. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick. The Hangman's Gambit. Were replaced. Yeah, replaced. That was easy.
Now I understand.
Come free.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
That's right. She used the Naruto ninjutsu to turn into wood. Yes.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain that they could have switched. They switched at the beginning.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met is actually Mukuro all along?
Yep.
We'd already met her? I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
Oh, I never looked. Huh.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body.
That would explain that part. Yeah.
They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Ah.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Right. They've been saying all along that the ultimate despair is not one person, that it's a group. So they were two of them working together, back and forth probably.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
He still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our latest investigation. Huh. Oh my god, I don't know. The group photo. Yeah, it was the group photo. Remember he covered her face? Oh no. That's to do with what Monokuma tried to keep me from seeing during the investigation.
Shoot!
Well, I lost a heart. Great. What did Monokuma try to keep him from seeing during the investigation? No. So it's not the group photo? What the hell did he keep? Oh my god. Could it be the control room? Maybe it's the control room, but I'm not sure. I guess I'm just gonna try the control room, and if it's wrong, we have to go back to this point. I think it's the control room now. Okay, and... Nope.
Shoot.
Well, I fucked up, I guess. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Art, the bad ending! Now everyone dies!
Is
Well,
I
we get to give it
refuse
another
to give
shot.
up yet. The two of them?
What?
So, skip all this.
Yes, if
Skip,
that's
skip,
what,
skip. I don't know what I'm supposed to present here. I have no idea.
then they... After all...
Hold up. It's actually...
Blah, 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 blah.
When we
Blah, 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 blah.
So